Entering the last turn of 2030 SDG goals, according to me, main threats, global warming, hunger, and gender inequality comes to a very, very dangerous level. I'm a woman entrepreneur from Turkey. 12 years ago, I founded this brand, which has 65 locations right now in Turkey, in Middle East, and as well as in Europe. And I know how to be a woman entrepreneur, how difficult it is, how to reach finance, and how to make business in a very male-dominated world, unfortunately. So we can see that the half of the population of the world is women, but only 1% holds the real estate, and only 3 presidents, and 5% in the politics as a parliament, in the parliament. So we have to
single-digit numbers across the board.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Yeah. What to do after this is I just want to emphasize first gender inequality, equality problem, and also the 8% of the world carbon emission is caused by food waste. And every night, a lot of people, like millions and millions, like 100 millions of people sleep hungry each day. And in Turkey, 1 every 7 people is living in the hunger threshold. So we have a lot of things to do related with this. Maybe in the second part of the session, I just want to emphasize what to do about this. Thank you.
Claudia?
As big chefs, we are working for global warming. No plastic bottles anymore like that.
And in your entire...
Yeah, just we begin in our European locations, and now we will begin in Turkey locations as
Fantastic.
well. And used vegetables, oils must be sent to the recycled bins. We are doing in all our restaurants. And no plastic straws anymore. No disposable sugars anymore. And use recycled tissues. So this is what we can do in terms of the global warming and the climate change. And also we're focusing on the zero food waste, just to preventing the biggest problem of the hunger all over the global issue in the kitchen first. So we should reorganize the portions, and I can see that in U.S., in the whole world, the portions are so big. We have to reorganize it. This is very important because right now, lots of the NGOs and the companies are working after the waste on the plates. To send some, for example, some. For the homeless people or something like that. But before that, we have to organize, not to have waste in advance.
Yeah.
So now our chefs are working on just to focus on the zero food waste in the kitchen, and we are using the technology and some innovations to extend the shelf life of the food. This is very important as well. And now, for example, do you know that a jam can be made from a watermelon shell? And it's really delicious. Right now, the celebrities, the chefs all over the world are right now focusing on how to use every part of the vegetable and fruit in order to decrease the food waste. This is very important. And as a company, big chefs, I think the main reason why I'm here is because the UNDP Turkey has chosen our project Business Call to Action program, so I'm invited to here. We are, for women empowerment, we are incorporating women, female agricultural producers in the rural parts of Turkey into our supply chain. We are buying like 15 to 17% of our ingredients directly from them. So it's really difficult in terms of logistics, in terms of packaging. We are facing a lot of issues, but me as a leader and all our purchasing team are working a lot just to include them into the supply chain. So, like for women empowerment, for localization, for having reverse immigration from the big cities to the small villages again. This is we give a lot of importance to this project. So, for example, I just want to give an example about this, a number. According to McKinsey report, if until 2050, workforce of women and men comes to the equal level, an economy of U.S. and China, a total of economy of U.S. and China will be added to the world economy.
Wow.
So we have to work more on women empowerment.
It's dramatic, and a great story from you.
Yesterday, we all listened Greta Thunberg. She said, "You've stolen my childhood with empty words." Her cry still echoes in my ear. New generation is shouting, "Enough is enough." So we are all responsible. I am responsible. All of us should be responsible. So this is the moment to get together, stop fighting, and make what is necessary, especially in terms of gender equality. I'm more than ready right now. This is what I want to say.
Thank you, Gamze. Flora, go ahead.